yes, ladies and gentlemen, join us next Monday night, July 18th at 7 o'clock sharp. Lots of people are going to show up at 6:45 to make sure they get a seat in the house. We're going to be at the Greater Hopewell Baptist Church, located at 3214 Vernon. That is 3214 Vernon. 3214 Vernon in Los Angeles. Make sure you are there. We want you, we want you, we want you there. Be at this event. This is a national night of prayer for our police and for the African American men who continue to be gunned down by the police. We want you to be at this event. Monday night, July 18th at 7 o'clock p.m. Don't miss it. Be there. The keynote speaker will be Sherman D. Manning, which is myself, and there will be other speakers there. There'll be pastors, there'll be bishops, there'll be politicians, there'll be chief of police. Snoop Dogg will be there, probably, and many, many others. And we want you to be in attendance on that night. If you know a cop that's a good cop, tell him to come. If you know a bad cop, tell him to come. If you know a man who's been shot at by the cops, tell him to come. If you know an ex-con, game banger, ex-game banger, tell them to come. 7 o'clock Monday night at 3214 Vernon. Sherman D. Manning inviting you to come. We have got to do something about cops killing men. And the way we do something about it is we organize and we strategize and we galvanize. And that is what we are beginning to do on next week. I want to see you Monday in the house at 3214 Vernon. 3214 Vernon at the Greater Hopewell Baptist Church. Be in attendance. Let's get this thing together. Let's transform the dialogue between the cops and the men. Let's have an open dialogue. Let's have a dialogue of substance. Let's not hate the police and let's stop them from hating and killing us. You know, to be honest, I don't want people to hate the police, but hating the police is not really that big of a deal to me, if you ask me, because most people who hate cops don't go around killing them. But it is when the cops hate us that there's a problem, because they have guns and they have a license to use them at their leisure, as they please, as they see fit, and to justify it in any way they choose. And let's face it, when they kill us, 9.5 times out of 10, nothing happens to them. It is justified one way or another. He had it coming. Even though it was just a cell phone in his hand, it was not really a gun, he had it coming. Even though it was an ink pen in his hand and the cop should have seen, should have given him a warning, should have used a taser, whatever it was, should have used a flashlight, billy club, whatever, stun gun. He had it coming. Anytime one of us is failed by one of their bullets, the moral of the story is always that we had it coming. And this is sick. This is sad. This must change. And it must change with deliberate speed. And one of the ways it's going to change is when we get together and start talking about it. And that is what we intend to do next week. We're going to get together and we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to preach and others are going to teach and we're going to talk and we're going to make something happen. 7 o'clock p.m. at 3214 Vernon, Greater Hopewell Baptist Church. We want you to be in attendance. Be there. Tell your friends to be there. Tell your loved ones to be there. Tell everybody you know. Tell everywhere you go. We want people to know. 3214 Vernon. It is a national night of prayer. And I told you I got chills when we decided to do this, because it reminded me of when I was a kid. 2 strawberry sodas. Oh, I thought you were locked. When I was a kid, I thought you were locked. It reminded me of when I was a kid. This is a live podcast. I'm buying things, so I'm at a store. So forgive me for the interruption. It reminded me of when I was a kid, as I said earlier, and we were having this same issue. in the city of Atlanta. In the city of Atlanta. Cops failing us with bullets, bullet-riddled bodies. And to be honest, black women are weeping like they have never wept before since Emmett Till because of what they're doing to our black boys. Black women, these women are weeping. They are weeping because of what they're doing to our black boys. And we must transform this. We must turn this around. We must stop this killing. And the way we stop it is we come together. And we come together as brothers and sisters in Christ. We come together believing in God. We come together as Muslims. We come together as whatever we need to come together as. And we make a difference. And I know that God can make a way. And we have to do our part also. Old folk used to say, you take one step, he'll take two. And so our step is we're going to step out on faith. We're going to step on out on Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. at 3214 Vernon, Greater Hopewell Baptist Church, where the illustrious pastor Kenneth Pitchford is indeed the pastor. I don't want you to miss it. I want you to be there. As I said, God is going to use me to expostulate and prognosticate the gospel in a way that I have never, ever preached before. I can feel it in my belly. I feel it in my gut. I feel something kicking. I'm telling you, baby, I feel something kicking. I know what I'm about to give birth to something. God is going to birth something in me on that night. This might be the birth of a new movement. This might be the birth of another powerful conference. Powerful like manpower is powerful in its own way. And manpower is great in its own way. Woman thou art loose is great in its own way. There's not just one leader out here. And there's not just one preacher out here. There are many leaders and many preachers. And all of them and all of us have different ministries, different callings, and different ways in which we can serve. And what I want to do is serve in the way that God has for me to serve. I believe God can make a way. And I am looking to see you next Monday, July 18th. I want to see you at 7 o'clock sharp. Those of you listening to me, please do me a favor. I don't know why folk are so lazy. It's hard to get you all to email and say you listen to the podcast. Obviously, if you're listening, you're enjoying it. And I courteously so thank you for your time and for your ears and for your attention and for your input. I know that you could be anywhere doing anything, and we're spending our lives together. And I keep telling you, I want to professionalize the podcast and do some other things with it. And I can and I will do that. But you all have got to let me know you're listening. You've got to participate. And the way you participate, I'm not asking you for money. I'm not asking you to do anything for me. I just want you to let us know that you heard the podcast. Pick up your computer, your smartphone, or whatever, and just send an email to shermandmanning@gmail.com. Simply say, hey, Sherman, I heard you. I enjoyed it, and I'm in such and such a city. That's all I'm asking you for. Let me know that you heard the podcast. Let me know that you heard the podcast. Again, shermandmanning@gmail.com. If you're coming and you want reservations for the event, for the National Night of Prayer for cops and black men and those mothers who are losing their sons to the cops, if you want reservations, text me or call me at 404-386-9356. I'll take your call and we'll get it worked out for you. We'll get it worked out. It's not a beer, you all. I don't drink beer. I hate beer. God can do anything. And one of the things which God does is he uses us. And a lot of times, we'll throw stuff off on God that we ought to be doing. The Lord's gonna make a way. Well, He already made a way. Sometimes you got to make your own way because God gave you a mind to be innovative, to be creative, to think your way out of something, to pray your way out, to walk your way out, to talk your way out, to believe your way out, to envision your way out, to visualize your way out. And God can do anything. So listen to me. I would like to see you next week, Monday at 7 o'clock at Greater Hopewell Baptist Church, 3214 Vernon, for a national night of prayer for black men and cops and the mothers whose kids have been killed. This is a national day of prayer for them, and I will be preaching the message on Monday night at Hopewell. Get a copy of my book, The Truth About O.J. Simpson, Race, Class, Money, and Justice. Get Creating Monsters. Just Google the name Sherman D. Manning and get all of my books. Get them all. God bless you. I'll talk to you soon here. Bye.